Hi ladies, are you always hungry even though you've just eaten? Are you craving sugar after 3 p.m. every day? If the answer is yes, then this video is for you. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Carol Kerner and I am helping women over 40 crack the code on sustainable weight loss so they don't have to live on salad nor on the treadmill like I used to. So if you're constantly battling hunger, if you're thinking about your next meal every 2 minutes, chances are there's nothing to do with willpower. The problem is your hormones. And once you understand what's happening with those hormones and your body, then the solution is simple. So let's start. Let me introduce you to 3 hunger hormones. Your first hormone is your leptin hormone. It's your I am full hormone. So your leptin is produced in your fat cells and it tells your brain that you've got enough energy, so it's time to stop eating. But when you don't sleep enough or you've been dieting for too long, your brain stops listening to leptin. So what happens is you're never satisfied. You can eat a full meal and 20 minutes later you're hungry again. Let me introduce you to 3 hormones that control hunger. The first one is leptin. This is the I'm full hormone. Leptin is produced by your fat cells and tells your brain we have enough energy, so we want to stop eating. Enough is enough. But when you don't sleep enough, or when you go on a diet too long, your brain stops listening to that leptin hormone. So you never feel satisfied, even though when you're eating a full meal, you're hungry after 20 minutes. Second hormone, ghrelin hormone. That's your I am hungry hormone. Ghrelin is produced in the stomach and tells your brain, time out, yeah, I'm full. But again, when you don't sleep enough, ghrelin skyrockets. So that is why after a bad night's sleep, you're always hungry. You reach for not only food, but you crave sugar as well. And your third hormone is cortisol. That's your stress hormone. Cortisol isn't technically a hunger hormone, but when cortisol is high, your appetite is all over the place. So it might as well be a hunger hormone. So when you are chronically stressed, that level of cortisol is always elevated. And when your cortisol is elevated, your body thinks that you are in danger. You're running away from a lion. So you need energy to do that, yeah? So your body wants to eat. Second thing, that cortisol hormone promotes fat storage, especially around the belly. So let's recap. Poor sleeps equal breakdown of leptin, elevation of ghrelin. Chronic stress raises cortisol, which makes you crave junk food. So as you can see, it's nothing to do with willpower. It's something to do with a lifestyle. So when you know what's causing the problem, then you can see we can do something about it. So how we are going to fix that problem? Well, there's 3 things that we can do. First one is to eat more protein. So at each meal, you're going to have 30 to 35 grams of protein. Why protein? Because it has a satiety effect on your body that fat and carbohydrate doesn't have. Second thing, you are going to prioritize sleep. 7 to 9 hours of sleep a night. So I know, you've heard that before. But listen, one night of a bad sleep, we've seen previously what it does to your hormones. So you can eat perfectly during the day, but if you're not sleeping enough, your hormones will kick in and then you're all over the place again. So what you need to do with sleep, let's say there's 7 days in the week, okay? If you're used to going to bed at 11, 12, 1 o'clock every single night, start with one night that you go to bed at 9. So I know you're not going to sleep straight away, but at least you are going to create some new habits. So you go to bed at 9 o'clock, you start reading, you have a chamomile tea before, and you prepare for that sleep. And on the second week or third week, perhaps you try a second night, a third night. You create habits that way in order to sleep better. And then eventually you'll have 5 nights a week where you are getting 7 to 9 hours sleep per night. And the third one, you need to manage your stress level. So we've seen before, chronic stress raises cortisol, and that raises your hunger for junk food and sweets and increases your fat storage. So you need a daily stress management. So either 5 minutes of box breathing, 10 minutes of meditation, an evening journaling, going for a walk after work or coming home walking. Pick one, do it every day, and then again build momentum and a new habit. So let's recap. You are always hungry because your leptin is not working. You never feel full. Your ghrelin is too high. You are always hungry. Your cortisol is elevated. You crave sugar. Remember, first thing to do, 30 to 35 grams of protein at each meal. Second thing to do, 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night. Third thing, daily stress management. So do these 3 things for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and notice, pay attention to what happens in your hunger. Now, if you want a complete system for fixing your hunger hormones in 14 days, I created a mini free guide that you can download below the video. So it includes everything we talked about, plus a daily track sheet, shopping list, sample meals, troubleshooting for every problems that you may have, and the exact protocol to reset your hormones. So the link is in the description below. Grab it, follow it for 14 days, and let me know how you're getting on.